Hey guys, this is Roller Derby Marco Roman again, and I am doing a continuation of showing all of my roller derby collection. And this video is all of the roller derby posters that I have. They're from the International Roller Derby League and also the International Roller Skating League. They're from the 1960s through the 1970s, the late 1970s. So, without further ado, here we go. This one is from 1964. And it's from International Roller Derby League at the Cow Palace. And this is a really nice poster. I really like this one because it shows like the bank track right there. Close up. Looks really cool, and the crowd and everything. The tracks were a lot more longer from the time that roller derby started in Chicago in 1935, and it went through the middle of the 1960s. I would say like maybe 64 or 65. And then what they did was that they shortened it and they lowered it so the crowd can see better that we're sitting in the lower section, because you can tell this track is really long. The straightaway is a lot more longer, and there's a more of a bank right there. So talk about having to build up your endurance in the training school. My mom would tell me that when she trained in 58 and in 59, that they would have you pace for 2 hours straight. So basically all you would do for 2 hours is just skate all the way, and stay in the pack and just skate. Just do a continuous and just, you wouldn't stop. It was called a pace. And then they would teach you how to do the 5 stride and how to block and how to fall correctly so you wouldn't hurt yourself and everything. But that's how you would build your endurance in the training school. You would just pace for such a long time. And my mom would tell me that her legs would feel like jello and everything. But it helped build stamina and strength in the legs and in your core. And you're able to learn how to breathe and everything. So it was amazing training back in the day, which they don't have nowadays. But going on, this poster is from the Cow Palace. It's a really nice one right there. Okay, next one. This one, I believe this was from, I know it's from the mid-60s. I'm thinking maybe 65 or something like that, or 64. This is the Bay Bombers versus the Northwest Cardinals at the Antioch Fairgrounds. And so you look right there, there's my mom. Right there, right in the middle of the pack. You can tell she's the shortest one. But this was the Bombers against the Chiefs. And it's my mom, Carol Pinnismeyer. That is Sue Fraguglia. And don't know who that is. I believe that is Judy McGuire. Who is married to Mike Gammon. And there is Charlie O'Connell in the infield, right there. So, right there, another skater. I think that might be Ken Monty, I think. I don't know, I could be wrong. But, going on. That's the Bombers against, what's that team? I don't want to say the All-Stars. I can't think of the name right now. But I think that is, I don't think that's Lou Donovan. I don't know that. Yeah, I forgot the names of these skaters. But anyways, this one right here is a nice one, nice poster. Continuing on, another mid-60s one. This is from the Sacramento Memorial Auditorium. Bay Bombers versus New York Chiefs. The skaters right there in the pictures. That is Jerry Murray. Pretty sure, and I think that's Margie Laszlo. These uniforms were used in 1961 or 62. They were called the Captain Marvel style bomber uniforms. So, with the numbers there on the corner. Right there. All right. Next one. This is an interesting one. This is a 1966 Interleague Championship game at the Oakland Coliseum of the Bay Bombers versus the LA T-Birds. And this was the first ever Interleague game of International Roller Derby League and roller games. This was the first Interleague game that was ever skated between the two leagues. It's Friday, November 11th, right there. Really, this is such a nice poster. This is one of my favorites. I just love how there's just so much information on here. Really, really cool. So, next one. This one is from 1970. This is the This is San Francisco Bay Bombers versus the Midwest Pioneers. The Cleveland Arena. It's really cool. I love it how it says roller derby in color on television. It's really nice. See, that is Joan Weston against Ann Calvello. It's a great picture right there. That was at an outdoor game. Thinking it was San Jose. Really nice. This one is from 1972. It's a really nice one. This is from Madison Square Garden. This is the Chiefs versus the Pioneers. Right here, this is Dolores Tucker, and this is Sandy Dunn. Chiefs Bombers. Love the Chiefs logo here. And this is also a great poster because it's from Madison Square Garden. I mean, come on now. Madison Square Garden was the place to skate. It was such an amazing place. From what my mom told me, the first time she ever skated in Madison Square Garden, she told me that when she walked in to the to Madison Square Garden, that she got chills all over, and she was just like, wow, you know, that for her, she said that she like made it, you know, when her and my dad skated in Madison Square Garden, and that was in 1970. I believe it was March 22nd or 23rd. It was the Bay Bombers versus the Midwest Pioneers. And actually have game footage of that on a DVD. It's about 12 and a half minutes long. It has the Bombers skating warm-ups before the game, and then it has game footage. But yeah, so anyways, but this is a really nice poster. This is from 1972. Right there. Chiefs versus Pioneers. And this was when my dad was on the Pioneers. My mom and my dad. So they went on to the Pioneers at that time, and it was called the Central Pioneers. And this was when Charlie O'Connell was on the Chiefs. So it was quite interesting. I just wish there was game footage. Sadly, I only have pictures, but footage would be awesome. But yeah, this is a great poster. Very, very colorful. So I really like it a lot. This is another great poster, and you will see why in a moment. This is from the Tulsa, Oklahoma Assembly Center. And it's the world champion Bay Bombers versus the Pioneers. And as you can tell by the names, it's when Bob Hine was on the Bombers, Eddie Krebs, Dolores Tucker. And on the Pioneers, you have Joan Weston. Then you have, right here is my dad's name, right here, Dynamite Tony Roman. And then Ronnie Robinson, son of Sugar Ray Robinson, the famous boxer. So this is, you know, I would say also one of my favorite posters because it has my dad's name right there underneath the Pioneers. And I just love the logo of the skater in the background too. That's really, really cool. So it's that one. This is a rare poster because this is when the Pioneers faced the Thunderbirds at the Hammock Civic Center. This was in 1972. Right there, Robinson and Weston, Pioneers and Thunderbirds, Ralphie Valadares and Shirley Hardman. This is a really nice poster. I was very, very fortunate to receive this one too, to be able to acquire it. So this one's from 1973. This is Saturday, August 11th at the Cow Palace, Bombers versus the Jolters. And it's really cool how it says that Montgomery Ward's Sporting Goods and that you can meet the Bay Bombers. And actually have pictures. I have Polaroid pictures of the Bay Bombers when they were at Montgomery Ward's. It shows them signing autographs. The pictures that I have, it has Charlie O'Connell, Alvin Mallory, Dolores Tucker, Walt Harris was there, Jerry Seltzer, and they're great pictures. And this was also, you guess the score, and the winner would receive a Montgomery Ward's $100 gift certificate and a complete Bay Bomber uniform. And actually have the winner of that Bay Bomber uniform. I have pictures and I have a letter by Jerry Seltzer and everything that was sent to this young woman who won the uniform, and you know, they thanked her for winning it, and they gave her tickets to the game where she can pick it up and everything. And there's pictures of her with the uniform receiving it and everything. And it was a 1969 Bay Bomber panel uniform. It was a number 33, and that one was worn by Francine Koshu. So this is a really, really nice poster too. Okay. Next, we're getting into the International Roller Skating League. That was run by David Ipschels. This is the 1978 one, home season opener, the Bombers versus the Midwest Pioneers from Kezar. And nice logo of Mr. Roller Derby, Charlie O. And here are the names. Charlie O'Connell, John Weston, Tony Roman, Dolores Tucker, Gil Roscoe, Carol Peanuts Meyer, Mike Gammon, Cliff Butler, and Judy McGuire. On the Pioneers, has the names Bob Hine, John Vallow, and an all-star lineup. And this is one of my favorite posters too, because you know, of course, it has my dad, Tony Roman, and my mom, Carol Peanuts Meyer, name in it. But also too, it has all these amazing athletes. I mean, to have a poster with Charlie O'Connell's name on it, and Joan Weston and Mike Gammon and, you know, Roscoe, and I mean, just all these skaters, just amazing. So tickets at all Bass outlets. And Jerry Seltzer, when after Derby folded, he went and he started Bass tickets in, I want to say 77, and that's how you know, you would get your game tickets for these games at that time. So he's the one that invented Bass tickets. So, or Ticketron too, it was called that as well. So, but anyways, there you go. There's that one. There's another one. This one isn't. So this one's from 1978, and it's from in Stockton. And it's the Bay Bombers versus the Manhattan Chiefs at the Stockton Civic Auditorium. And the names on this poster: Charlie O'Connell, Joan Weston, Bill Grohl, Dolores Tucker, Carol Panitz-Meyer, Mike Gammon, Cliff Butler, and Judy McGuire. Against the Chiefs: Sandy Dunn, Debbie Cho, Alfonso Reyes, and Buddy Atkinson Jr. My dad was not skating this time in '78 because he was out with an arm injury. He had to have rotator cuff surgery on his shoulder, so he wasn't skating in most of, I would say, late '77 into 1978. So, but I do have a game of him skating when he came back from surgery in 1978. It was the Bombers against the Brooklyn Red Devils. So I'm very fortunate to have that game of my dad skating in '78, because that's the only game I have of him skating. But maybe I'll be able to acquire more games. Who knows? But there's that one right there. All right. This one is from 1979. It's the Bay Bombers versus the Northeast Braves from the Oakland Auditorium. Started July 21st. And I love it how it says back home at the Oakland Auditorium. It's hot as wildfire. Very, very cool poster. There's Charlie O'Connell again. You know, this famous iconic pose, I guess you want to say. You know, of him skating. And right here, the Bay Bombers, you have Coach Cliff Butler, Captain Bill Grohl, Joni Weston, Dolores Tucker, Chris Rowe, Judy McGuire, Ron Turbin, my mom, Carol Panitz-Meyer, Larry Stoll, and Pam Harrison. You have, for the Braves, the Northeast Braves, you have Coach Cal Stevens, Tony Smith, the Lioness herself, Ann Calvillo, and Lydia Clay. And my dad was not skating in most of '79 because he was out again with an injury. However, I do have pictures of him skating. Believe it was in sometime in '79 into 1980, of the Bombers versus the Pioneers and the Braves. So I have I have those small Kodiak Chrome picture slides that I do at some point want to get developed and everything. But that's a nice one there. And here, the last, but hopefully I'll be able to acquire more of these posters. Here is the biggest poster that I have, and it is from the 1971 movie Derby, a world where men and women play by the same rules. Look at that. Shot of Charlie O'Connell giving the blonde tiger Jerry Cattell an elbow shot in the kisser right there. And if you look on his left arm, he has a cast on, so his forearm was broken, but he still skated, you know, and that was him. And the skater actually right there in the middle in the pink, That is actually Carolyn Moreland. She was on the Bombers, and she wore number 36. And there's also another, there's like a few different variations of this poster, but this one is really, really cool. So, awesome. Well, there you guys go. I hope you all enjoyed my video of my roller derby posters. Please share this video, like my video on YouTube, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye.